Yo, what's up guys? And this is Storren here. This video is just going to be involving how to, like, what I think is the best characters in the game in the current patch, which is 1.6, like, .1, whatever the hotfix is right now. This is just my opinion on what I think the best characters are in the game. They will be ordered, so basically where I put them is according to the rest of the characters in the roster. S tier is just like the best in the class, in my opinion. They're just really strong. You can put them with a lot of characters. They work really well. A tier, not quite as strong as S tier, but really solid. Can't really go wrong. B tier, they're okay. They're not bad, but they're not in the best spot either. C tier is they are weaker, not really playable, and then D tier is just not playable. Let's get into it. Let's go in order. Starting off with Bucket. Bucket I don't think is really bad right now on the current patch. I think his damage is really solid, and he's just kind of a cloak bot, but he does help people like Abe track. So for now, I'd probably have to just put him in either B or A. He's okay, but he's not great. I think for now we'll just go with B. He's okay. You could pick him and win a lot of games. I think there's just better supports out there that you can be running that are actually just really, really good. And it's hard to mess up on them and stuff. While Bucket, some people just can't aim, so they're not going to get a lot of damage on him. Abe, this is Abe. Yeah, they're cut off, by the way, a little bit. Abe's really good. One of the better trappers in the game. Does, like, insane damage. Is he the best trapper in the game? No, I don't think so. But I think he could be argued to be S tier. I just think he's a solid trapper. Once you find the monster, like, this character's really good. And, like, outside of domes, like, on the chase, where you're constantly throwing the nade in front of the monster and slowing them down over and over again and keeping the dart fresh, Abe could be very annoying, and his damage is insane. So, I'm gonna put him in the A tier. Let's Markov. I don't think he's trash, but I don't think he's, like, insane either. I think you can play him. I think he's solid. I'll put him in the B tier. I think he's okay. His just real weakness is, like, when you jump at him, he kind of loses all of his gold beam value, so you have to position really well. But I don't think he's the weakest assault in the game. I think he's better than a lot of other assaults, better than a couple other assaults, but he's just hard to execute, and you need people to use that mine. So that's kind of why I'm putting him in B. I just think there's other characters that do more than him on the current patch. Bob, I don't think he's S tier, but I think he's really, really strong right now. I think he's really good. So I'm going to put him in A tier, because I think you can pick him and win a lot of games on him. I think on this patch, this is the one where they just nerfed the rock wall cast time. Yeah, rock wall cast time. So for me, it's a little weaker, but I still think he's really good. Oh, and his feed speed. I still think he's really, really good, and will win a lot more games now that he actually, like, functions as a character, especially getting around the map. Like, holy hell, this character's good. Cabot, S tier. I think his character's broken. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I think the damage in the game is really high, and Cabot just exacerbates that. Like, Monster makes one mistake, and there goes... Like, as Monster, you make one mistake, and you just amp, like, a Toxic Nade, Torvald Mortars, Parnell Super Soldier, what's another? Oh, Blitz Markov Gold Mine. Like, you're just done for. Like, you're just dead. So you can't really mess up his monster, and if you do, Cabot just punishes it. And also on the chase, he just keeps you off food forever. Plus having the green, like, tag helps a lot too. Like, I don't need to explain. Like, this character is just insane. Like, really insane right now. I'd probably look forward to having his amplifier a little weaker. I think is the way I would go about nerfing Cabot. The rest of them I think is fine. Caira, shoot, where do I put this character? She's not S, and she's not unplayable. She's not weak. I don't think she's, like, insane, but I think she's somewhere between A and B. I would put her at the top of B, because I do think she's a good character. She provides good utility for her team while being able to actually have really good healing. Her damage is kind of shit though, but that's fine. I mean, that's That's fine. I wouldn't even worry about that. Her utility and healing is just good, and I think she's a solid character. I don't, like I said, you could argue between A and B, but I think I'll rearrange the tier list as I go. But for now, I'm just gonna put her in B. I think she's just good character. She's good. She's okay. Like, not broken. You could kill her. She's not like if you run Cap Hank with Caira, like, I don't think she's unkillable. I don't think Cap on her is insane. I still think you need to go reload because her reload speed is just abysmal. But I think she's good. I think she's just a good character. Where would I put Crow? It was either an A or an S. I think for Crow, I would honestly just put him in S tier. I think he's probably the best support or best trapper in the game. I don't think there's another trapper that does what he does. His ability to find the monster is just insane, combined with charge shot being what it is and stasis just being somewhat good. I think Crow is just really strong right now. You could argue him being an A because I don't think he's like much better than Abe, but like I still think he's better than Abe because he has the threat of charge shot. So I would put him in S tier, and that's where I'm gonna leave him for now. Emet, his healing is kind of okay. It's nothing crazy good. His damage is decent, and the speed boost buoy is actually not bad. I think he's just a solid medic. I think he's okay. I think he's pretty good. Like, he's not, honestly, I think Emet's just a good solid medic. I don't think he's like, Caira brings more healing than Emet, while Emet just brings more damage than Caira. But they kind of, to me, feel similar in ways where they, like, his healing is less than Caira's, but he has more damage, and he also has the same utility in a way that she does. Her cooldown's longer than his, but I don't think they're broken. I just think they're okay medics. MG, I personally don't like Meteor Goliath right now. I think Meteor Goliath feels a little underwhelming. Only a little. I just think the fact that his gimmick is put into the dot damage over Goliath, who just has the raw burst and is better into most comps and is a very flexible build style character, that you don't really want to play MG over Goliath. So honestly, I'd only pick Meteor Goliath from having trouble with Cloak. So I'd honestly, and this is just my opinion, but I think I would put him in C. I just don't think he's that good. Like, no, we'll put him in B. We'll put him in B. He'd be at the bottom of B. Borderline C. It's not that he's bad, it's just, why would you play him over Goliath? The only reason for that would be to track Cloak. Like, versus damage comp, where it's not high healing, he shines more than Goliath, but then again, Goliath can just do the same thing as MG, so there's no real reason to be picking Meteor. Gorgan, Gorgan, I think, is also a B tier, actually better than Goliath. Get this fixed. There we go. I think this character's got potential. She's on the right path for being really, really good. And I think where she's sitting right now in the current patch, she could be pushing into A tier. I just haven't seen, like, an insane Gorgan player, you know? Like, I haven't seen one come out of the woodworks. And I'm not really much of a monster player myself, but okay, I don't care. I'm putting it in A tier. I think this character's actually good. Like, she's not bad. I think it's really good and just underrated. Yeah, I just think this character's solid. Griffen, Griffin's, I want to put Griffen in B, but because he is so comp reliant and can't defend himself, and that the other trappers just kind of do what he does. There's another trapper that does what he does, but almost better. The only difference is he's better on the chase versus the other one's better on setup. And like his gun is actually really strong, and the damage on the harpoon's good, but he's so comp reliant, man. Like, you have to build around this character. You just have to. Outside of that, I think he's good. Like, if he didn't have that, like, requirement to him, because, like, if he gets focused, he's just kind of screwed. Like, that's his big weakness, right? Like, focusing him, he can't really do much. So you kind of have to play, like, Sunny and like Sunny Val, you know, you have to play like a defense comp like Sunny Caira, Hank Caira, like you have to play stuff like that to keep him alive. That's the only reason he's down here. Outside of that, I actually think he's a solid hunter, and you could easily put him in B. But because of what I said, I'm going to put him in C tier. Because I think there's just other trappers who do his job better. Hank, I think Hank's really good. Like, just a solid, like, super solid support. You can't really go wrong picking this character, man. He's just really good with a lot of comps. You can either go reload or cap. They're both strong. I personally really like reload on this character more. I don't know why. It just feels like the shield's up more often, and having the orbital barrage for mobility is actually really good. So I would put him in A. I think he's just a good character. Let me organize this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Hyde's good. Hyde's really good. You could the same thing. You can run him in any comp. He performs pretty well. His damage is good. The minigun's okay. But the rest of him is he's just good. Like, honestly, there's never really a bad time to pick Hyde, in my opinion. I think he's good into Gorgan versus the babies, which is strong. You just throw the poop grenade on the ground. He tries to, the Gorgan tries to mitigate. You just throw the toxic thing through the wall if you can, or around the, you know, wherever they're gonna go mimic, and it counteracts that really well. It's decent into Bob. I think his worst matchup is Kracken. Like OG Kracken, but even that matchup's like pretty manageable. So I think he's just really good right now. He's not bad. He's not OP. He's just good. You know, just a solid character. Jack's just better Griffen. This character's good, man. Like, it's either A or B. I want to say A. I think he's his tracking and his repulsor is like insane. I think if the repulsor had a bigger clip on it, but had a lower cooldown on it, I'd put him here. Because I think most people won't know how to play this character properly. But if you play him properly, he goes back up in A. But on the current patch, you kind of just sit there with the repulsor out, and you kind of just block a lot of things, especially with reload or even cap, whichever one you prefer. So I think this character's just good. Like, really good right now. You can pick him with a lot of things and he's fine. He's good in a damage comp because he protects himself and others. He's good in a defense comp because he protects himself and others. Yeah, he does no damage, but honestly, I'm fine with that because the assaults right now do so much damage, and characters like Cabot exacerbate that to the point where you don't really need a trapper that does damage. You just need people to stay alive long enough. And Jack provides that. Jack does that and then some. So me, he's an A tier character. Moving on to Maggie. Maggie, also a solid trapper. I don't think she's better than Abe, but I do think she's better than Jack. And like, it's not even by much. It'd be like a hair. Like, Jack would be like A minus, and Maggie would be like A. Kind of like if I had a tier list like that. I guess maybe for that reason, I should put Jack in B. Yeah, we'll put Jack in B for now. I think he's solid, but Maggie does like insane damage, and like poons are the most opportunistic things I've ever seen in this game. Like her harpoon, like if you're like playing Goliath and you go to traversal, leaf smash, like that, for some reason it just knows and it just goes boop and pops like at the perfect time, man. I swear to God, every single time, and it just fucks you up. I don't like, she's like I don't think she's like great into these two monsters here, but her damage is really good, and Daisy's like kind of the GOAT sometimes, man. When the dog works, it's pretty damn good, like pretty good. So for that, I'm gonna put her in A. And her ability to save people is actually not bad. Like the poons are actually pretty good, even to monsters that you wouldn't think would be good into. It's actually pretty good. Like Wraith tries to abduct, it's pretty good. If you get a poon behind Bob, it's not bad. If he ever tries to roll spam somebody down, like it's good. It helps versus Mimic if the acid pools are not down. Like, I think she's a really good character. Just a little bit better than Jack. Kala? My opinion, this character's A tier. This character is A tier. If you're good at this character is hard to execute. But if you know how to execute this character is good, man. Like, this character is really good. The problem is people cannot execute on this character. So for most people, she's probably down here. You probably can't play her. But me, in my opinion, this character's solid. This character does so good damage. And having, like, there's not very many of them anymore. But having, like, a low damage assault with Kala, like, actually is really good. Because the parts where the monster's fighting and, like, let's say you have Blitz Markov. And he, like, walks, like, the monster, like, traverses towards Blitz Markov and breaks his beam. If you time it right, like, you're still getting good health damage either way. Like, it's not gonna be a lot, but it's good health damage. And the repulsor actually lasts, like, quite a long time, especially with capacity right now, to where you yourself get really good health damage. Like, I haven't fully drained an armor reducer yet, but because they, like, ever since they fixed the armor reducer to be more like active, like, it's easier to use. And the fact that her Banshee Mines actually do some really good damage, like, you just put down Banshee Mines, and you yourself could probably almost take off a bar of, maybe not of health, but, like, you can at least, no, you probably almost do, like, a bar of health on this character. I'm just gonna say it. I think you could probably almost do a bar of health if you time it right. Like, you reduce her, the monster jumps into the mines, you probably almost do, if they're glowing on the ground red, she probably does a bar of armor. Like, I think this character is so good, man, and underrated as hell right now. And the problem is that Cabot's just better Kala, so no reason to pick Kala when you have Cabot. The only thing you would ever pick her for is for her portals, but that's about it. This character's solid, man. People are sleeping on this character hard. Kelder, I don't have so much information on this character right now. I really, really don't. But I want to say he's good, like A, but because I don't have enough information on him, I'm going to put him in B. I still think he's a little better than, I don't know if he's better than MG, honestly. I'm just going to put him in B. I think he's okay. I've seen people win games on him. He does good damage. His abilities don't seem too hard to hit. From what I've seen, the only thing is hitting the lightning strikes, like, the hardest part of the character. And if you hit that, you're golden. But I think the character's okay. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great either. Kracken, I think this character has potential too. So I'm gonna also put him in B. But there's not enough, I don't have enough data on this one either. But Kracken does seem like it could be really good. The Banshee Mines itself just seem a little too easy to play around. Unless people are, like, really uncoordinated and not paying attention. But if, like, people are coordinated and paying attention, this character's, like, C. But if people are not coordinated and not paying attention, I think it's a solid A character. I think it's better than Gorgan, but, like, barely. But because I don't have enough data on it, I'm just going to go in the middle and put it in B. I would like to see more people play this character to know for sure. It might need a little bit more buffs. I don't know what you would do, though, but Vortex seems pretty good. Like, if you hit Vortex, Lightning Strike's pretty much guaranteed. Banshee Mines seem okay. Aftershock seems okay. But outside of that, it's like, what does Kracken do? You know what I mean? Like, Kracken has Vortex, Lightning Strike, and you have Aftershock, which is, I don't know if it is dodgeable now, but I think it's, like, borderline undodgeable, which is good. I think it's a good thing. But to me, it's the Banshee Mines. I don't know if I think they're terrible right now. I could be wrong on this, but I think they're terrible right now. But I need more data on this one to be sure. But I'm going to put it in B for now. But I have a sneaking suspicion it is borderline A. But I'm just going to leave it here for now. Yeah, I'm not going to say any more about it. Lazarus. This character, for most people, is probably down here. Because nobody plays this character well. I don't see very many people play Laz very well. And depending on the monster, it almost feels like this. Like, unplayable. Like, I think in the Gorgan, it's kind of borderline unplayable. I think in the Bob, it's almost unplayable. But if your team is good, you can play into Bob and it'll be fine. Outside of those two monsters specifically, I think this character is actually like solid. Oh, I put him in the wrong slot. Solid. I think he's good. But most people just cannot play Laz. And honestly, because people suck at Lazarus, I'm putting him down here. And teammates suck with Lazarus, I'm gonna put him down here. That's the only reason. I don't think it's Laz's fault. I think it's the teammates' fault. Honestly, I think Laz is like really solid, but people just suck. It's the same with Kala, right? It's the same with Kala. Yeah, I think Laz is just... I think he's good, but I just think people suck at executing with him, and not a lot of people can dodge very well, and they just eat tongue grabs for free. They don't know how to mitigate a Goliath for some reason. They just sit in the acid pools and just die instantly, even though I think Lazarus gets countered by this monster pretty hard. But I would like to put him up here, but I think I'm going to put him down here because I feel like I lose more games than I win with Lazarus on my team. And like I said, I don't think it's the character itself. Like, I don't think Lazarus himself needs buffs at all. Like, I don't think he needs any buffs at all. I think Lazarus is in a good spot. I think he's healthy for the game in a way. I think he promotes a fun, different play style. So for me, I'm going to leave him here, but I do think he's actually a good character. I just think people really suck with this, like, really, including me, like, really suck with this character. So I'm going to put it here. Lennox, same thing, man. Same thing. I don't think Lennox is actually that bad. I do think Lennox is like a solid assault. Like, you could pick her and do fine. My problem with Lennox is people usually want to run Lennox in comps where there's low like AoE healing, and I think you have to learn how to position as this character. This character, like these two characters, you have to position really hard, okay? Like, you have to know how to position really well to execute them really well. And the problem is people don't. The other thing I don't like about Lennox is Lennox struggles against these three monsters right here. Like, hard. And I don't think she's that good into Wraith either. Like, these four monsters, I don't think she's that good into. I think she's just a Goliath killer. And that sucks. Like, that really, really sucks in my opinion. So I think she would be wherever Blitz Markov is. I think they just struggle from the same issues. Like, you kind of just turn around and focus them once in a while and they just start doing no damage. Like, if people are just smart, yeah, like, you could argue that, well, if you have to turn around and hit them or look at them or whatever, then you're just losing pressure on who you're targeting. I think that's semi-false. You could still, like, yes, the person who you're focusing recovers a little bit, but I don't think it's enough time to warrant playing them for that. Especially when you're putting in more work with these two characters than, like, the other assaults to get rewards for them. So, in my opinion, these two, I'm just going to leave them here. I think they're okay. You can play them. They're not terrible. But because they require specific things, like, I think Lennox kind of needs an AoE healer. I think Blitz Markov needs immaculate spacing. That these two just belong together in the same tier wherever they go. I think they're less playable than these three characters. So I would probably put them down here, because I think these four characters are more playable than these four characters. So I'm probably going to put them like this, I think, now that I think about it more. It's my opinion. Markov. Markov's good. Just a good assault. Can't go wrong with him. He's good with all the perks in the game. Does decent damage now with the Quake gun. Capacity's insane on him. The mines are still okay. My only complaint is I kind of wish the Tesla gun had more capacity to it base-wise. But I don't want people to be running, like, they increase the base of Markov's lightning gun, and then everybody just runs capacity on this character, and he's doing 1 billion damage with the lightning gun. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But I think the lightning gun base kit, like, if you ever use him outside of a comp where you can use capacity, like, if you can't use capacity on this character, it just feels like such a nerf to the damage on him, man. Like I'm sorry, but it does. Like if you just play him with cap and then play him without cap, like the next game, you'll feel what I'm talking about. Like he just, I don't know, it just feels like such a nerf to the character. But then again, I also think capacity is just really strong right now. But I don't know. He could use a little bit of love, I think, in his ammo department. I wouldn't do much though. I wouldn't go crazy about it. I mean, like, just a little bit more, so when you're running other perks it feels good, like what they did with Torvald. Like they gave Torvald an extra mortar so you can run other perks besides capacity, and like Torvald without capacity is still pretty good. Like it feels really good to play Torvald without capacity, but Markov does not feel good to play without capacity, in my opinion. It just feels kind of bad. I don't know how to explain it better than that. Like, Torvald with capacity is insane. Like, I'm just gonna do it now. He's like one of the best assaults in the game, bro. Like, this character does way too much damage. Like, not too much damage, but this character does insane damage with cap right now. Like, it is unbelievable how much damage this character does right now. But, again, I think what they did to him is fine. I just think capacity as a perk is a little problematic. I wouldn't say much, but it's a little problematic. I think on this hotfix they nerfed like the battery weapons, so the battery weapon characters like went down a little bit more, and that's good. I think that's a good change, because like Sunny on the patch before was like SSS tier because you had 7 boosts and it didn't, like, the downtime didn't even feel that crazy, in my opinion. It felt like they came back pretty quick. But as I was saying, Markov with capacity is like really strong, but outside of capacity, he feels a little weak. And I would give him something to deal with his ammo a little bit. Like not much. Like on the AR, I think the AR is fine. I think it's just the lightning gun that needs it. Torvald, like I said, this character does insane damage, bro. He's just really good. He's hard to execute, but if you can execute this character, he's insane, bro. Like, this character's insanely good. That's why he's S tier. Like, his damage is really good. He's good into like all the monsters. Like, he's good. His hardest matchups are like Wraith, a little bit of Gorgan, like a little bit, not much, like a little bit. And Kelder can be tricky. So like Wraith, so like Gorgan and Kelder are tricky, but Wraith is hard for him. But you could still like make it work. Like if Wraith ever goes for an abduction, you could just mortar where she's coming from, and you're gonna hit most of your mortars, man. Like guaranteed. Like guaranteed. She ever supernovas and someone goes straight up in the air, you just get under the Wraith and you mortar her butt like you do Kracken. You just mortar their butt and you just do a ton of damage. So this character's good. S tier. Goliath, S tier. Best monster in the game. Most balanced. Works against every comp. Does good damage. Works with a lot of perks. I mean, you can't go wrong picking Goliath. And then you'll be like, hey, why are you putting MG down here than in B? Actually, I think he's probably worse than the Krackens. Because like Goliath has the burst while MG has the dot. That's it. Maybe if they had like a passive for MG to do like AoE burn damage or something, or like your melees do burn damage, he might be better. I don't know. But like the burst versus like having the ability to burst versus never having the ability to burst feels bad, in my opinion. So that's why OG is just leagues and bounds better than this character. I truly believe that MG is borderline one of the worst monsters in the game. It's got to be one of these three for sure. Speaking of that, I'm going to just do the last monster since we're here. Wraith? I think Wraith's playable. I think this character's good, man. I think Abduction, Warp Blast combo, still strong. You can get the melee after it, still strong. You can go 3-point Supernova, run the melee increase perk, really strong. Hard to hit, very slippery, just good. I think this character's good, man. I think people are sleeping on this character. I think it's a little bit better than the Gorgan right now. I could be wrong, but I think it is. This is my opinion on the 4 best monsters in the game. Like these two you could interchange. I don't know. These two I don't have enough data on, and this one I just think is whatever. I don't know. But I think these two are sleepers. These two are slept on really hard. I think these 3 are really good. Gorgan I think has potential to be really strong, MG is, oh, like I said, okay, and then these two I don't have enough data on to know, so that's why they're here. But I do think MG is probably the worst monster evolve out of all of them. And people are going to look at me like, what do you mean by that? He's still really good, but all this other stuff is like, just because it's the dot damage, bro. Like, the best thing about MG is you could see cloak characters for like 20 seconds, but Gorgan does that and then some, while being more annoying and doing as much damage as frickin' MG. The thing is with her is you have to position. She's more technical than MG is, and that's why people will probably sit there and go, MG is better than Gorgan. But I think if you master this character, you're going to play this character way more than you play this character. I just think this character needs a lot of work to it. You got to put time and effort into it to make it work. That's why people be like, oh yeah, put MG up higher, put MG up higher. No, I'm not, dude. I think his stage 1 is like the worst out of all the monsters. Like, his stage 1 is abysmal, man. Like, fire breath does no damage to people. I think it doesn't. I don't think it does any damage at all, bro. I just think he's bad. I don't know. It's just my opinion. This is my tier list, my opinion. Deal with it. Parnell, best salt in the game. I'm not gonna explain it, bro. Super soldier rockets. All 3 buttons are really strong. This character's just insane, man. Like, pick him with every comp, pick him against every monster, you're gonna perform. That's all you need to know about him. Rogue Val's solid, bro. I'm gonna put her in A. I think she's solid. Am I gonna put her in A? Am I gonna leave her there? Nah, I'm gonna put her here. I think she's fine. I think she's in par with these 3. I don't have a specific order for these 3. I think you could pick these 3 and do fine in every game. Like a lot of times, and you're gonna perform. I just think Rogue Val with Cap isn't terrible, man. Just play her, she's good. Slim, I'm not gonna lie, I was sleeping on this character, bro. Like, they nerfed him and made him more like Paladin Parnell healing wise on the heal burst, where his heal burst for others was bad, but for himself was really good. And I was sleeping on it. I think this character's better than I give it credit for. And now with like the new reticle changes, it's even better than I thought it was. Because now you actually know like how to aim on this character. You know like how the spread works. Like, I honestly did not know about the spread until they changed the reticle. My only thing with him is when I play him, I never know if you throw the bug in between reloads. People say you should, because if the monster loses you for whatever reason, you get a little bit of healing out of it. Spore Cloud is okay. It sometimes feels useless unless they're cloaked, but I think cloak is just a broken mechanic. It's just one of the mechanics that, like, it's really annoying to play against. That's why it's broken, in my opinion. It's not like it's overpowered because it's like beyond strong, man, but I just think the implications of cloak can be really powerful. So that's why I say what I say about, cloak. Regardless, I just think the other 2 buttons are okay. Like I said, his gun is good, his heal burst is okay for others. The bug is good, but the Spore Cloud's like okay. That's all I can say about it. But I think he's good, so I'm gonna put him in A. I think he's a solid medic. You could pick him and he runs well. He's fine. Sunny, I think she's either S or A, or top of A. They did just nerf the shield drone down to 45. They did just nerf capacity a little bit more, but reload Sunny still goes really hard. Cloak's still really good. She's S, bro. She's S. What am I even thinking about? This character's so good. All her buttons are really strong. Capacity with 7 boosts is insane, bro. Reload, you do insane damage on this character. You have crazy utility. Like, no, dude. This character's S. I'm smoking crack if I think this character's bad. Tech Hank? I think he's just a little bit better than Hank, but I still think he's one of the better characters in the game. Just solid, dude. Like, capacity makes the gun actually feel like really powerful, and like you do good damage with the gun when you have capacity because the clip size is so massive, which is good. Being able to shield somebody for a bar and a half after you have them full shielded is pretty powerful in a team fight. Run reload, you get double orbitals if you want in a team fight. Like, I don't know, this character's good, man. I think like these are like the strongest 3 supports in the game, and then Hank's like right behind him. Paolo's probably down here below Bucket, and I know a lot of people like running Bucket right now, and I think Bucket's good. I just don't. I'll just do this for everybody else because I'm not gonna listen to how people think that Kala is trash. I think Kala's a solid A character, but because people can't execute her, I'm gonna put her in C. And it's not that she's bad. It's just like I said, people suck with her. No, fuck everybody. I'm putting it back up here. I don't care. I'm putting it back up here. I'm putting it back up here. I'll question it. Val, solid medic. Oh, solid medic. Just straightforward, good. You got Trank Dart, slows the monster, and blows a green. Like on chase, it's good. Running around a building, it's really good, or a pillar, it's really good. You have the Val weak points, which are insane. Her healings are good. Like I don't tell you, bro. This character is just solid. She's just really good. I think it's weird that I don't have a medic in S tier, but if I had to pick a medic for like S tier, it probably would be her. She'd probably be the strongest medic in the game, in my opinion, because of all, like I said, all her buttons are really strong, and like reload's really good on her, and she works with a lot of other characters, man. Like there's never really a bad time to pick her. So with that being said, I'm just gonna leave her in S because I think she is the strongest medic out of all of them, but I don't think she's overpowered. I don't. I think she's just a good character compared to the other ones. Like she's just better than all the other medics. Like I could pick her anytime, anywhere, and she's gonna perform, man. Like this character is going to perform. She's never gonna have a bad time. So that's why I'm putting her here in S tier. Outside of that, like I said, I don't think there's a better medic than her in the game. If they put Paladin Parnell in the game, she'll go down, and Paladin Parnell will be S tier. Because I think you should have at least one character per role in S tier. That's just how I'm going to do it. Because even Torvald could come down here and you could have these characters. And like, if you look at these characters, like this comp right here, like Crow, Parnell Crow, Sunny Val, Parnell Crow, Cabot Val, versus like any monster is going to it's just going to perform, man. Like it does not matter the monster. They're just going to perform. And you're going to watch the monster's health go to 0, and you're going to watch weak points just light people up, and you're going to watch damage amp just obliterate monsters. Like the way the damage feels in the game right now, like these are the best characters you could pick in the game. I don't think it's anywhere close. Like you can maybe move Ava up to S tier, but I'm going to leave him in A for now. Waggie. Okay, so from what they said, the dot damage stacks, okay? And it hits for like 120 damage per second. So her damage is actually pretty good, even though at the end of the game it tells you like you only did like a couple thousand damage, and it pisses you off because it makes you feel bad. My thing about it is sometimes the dog goes completely stupid. It just does not want to attack the monster. And when the dog does that, the dot damage is honestly not even that bad. It's like not even that oppressive when you're watching it. It's still good, but like without the dog, it's not that bad. But with the dog, it's crazy. Like this damage is insane. And then like Trapper having the dog, period, because it's an extra character to kill, and it picks up bodies. Like Daisy's just insane, bro. Daisy's insane. I don't think she's better than the regular Maggie, but I think she's either here or here, and honestly, it's fine. But she's good. She's okay. Like it's never a bad time to play or anything. You can pick her with a lot of comps and she'll work. I think the Poon range is fine. I think her damage is good. Like when the dog burns the monster, the damage is crazy good. But if she doesn't burn the monster, the damage is kind of a little lackluster, in my opinion. Let me clarify that, because I don't want people to get their words twisted and stuff. So yeah, I don't think there's any character that is unplayable on this patch. I think these characters are a little weaker, not because they're bad, but because people are bad with them. It's the same with Kala. Like I said, Kala, like if I'm going off people, this is my tier list right here. People just are not always very good, right? Even Torvald would come down. But all in all, that would be my tier list right here. So in my opinion, most of the characters are good. They're playable. They feel strong. They're not borderline unplayable. The only one I would even remotely say is borderline unplayable is MG. I don't, like, every time I play this character, I feel like I'm having a bad time, man. I don't know how people make this character work. It could be a skill issue. I could be because I'm stupid. I honestly just do not know. I just know his stage 1 feels like piss, man. It is so bad, bro. I feel like every other monster has more kill potential stage 1 than MG. You have to run flame, you have to run leap, and you have to run charge, but yeah, his damage feels weak unless you're playing against the Laz. But that's, again, that's just how Laz works. Not that MG's good, in my opinion. But if you're going based off like everybody else playing the game, like a tier list for everybody that could like generally probably agree with, it probably looks something like this. Where's Laz? It probably look like this. This is probably your average player tier list. And then, like I said, this would be my tier list right here. So there. Now that you see it, lock that in. But there you have it. Hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Follow for more content. Love you guys. Take care.